Hello guys, so I'm here to make a review on the Lenovo T480, and I've had this computer since July of the past year, which is 2019, and I've chosen it over the T490 due to the second external battery. The T490 only has one, and the configuration chosen was the i7 8550U with 8 gigs of RAM, which I have upgraded it to 16 as soon as I bought it. 256 gigs and NVMe SSD, and I have a 1 terabyte SSD waiting for it to be put inside. I'm going to do an overview of the Lenovo T480 for those who don't know this brand, and this is one of the business line models of Lenovo, which is the Thinkpad. They're known for their repairability and reliability. They have been the perfect choice in the second-hand market because there are lots of refurbished units floating around. I can attest to this because while I bought this T480 new, my first foray into the Thinkpad world was with the X230 bought for €200 in 2018, making it a perfect companion for my university classes due to the portable form factor. Back then, it was just my second computer, but once I started using almost exclusively a laptop, I needed a bigger screen. So the T480 was the natural successor with a beefier processor and a larger screen. Over the past year, I've noticed some good things and some bad things, so I decided to share them with you all. Let's start with the bad things. The screen is pretty bad, although it is a 1080p one. Don't ever try to look at it directly with an Apple computer of any kind next to it, because you'll be sad with the lack of brightness and contrast and color. But if you use it by yourself and have nothing to compare to, it is pretty okay. The display bezel could also be smaller. The price-performance ratio, if bought new, can deter some people from getting it, since this is a premium laptop with amazing finishes. But the price-performance isn't the best you can get. It is still in line with the price of other business laptops, more so when you start seeing these computers on the used market. The lid is a complete fingerprint magnet, but I think this isn't a deal breaker, as long as you have a cloth of any kind in your laptop bag. Overall, I think these are the most important points to refer with the usage of the T480 in what regards bad points. But now I'm going to show you the points that I really love about this computer. The keyboard is typical ThinkPad and an absolute beauty to type in, even if it doesn't have backlining, which is my case. The CPU performance is also pretty great in what regards single-threaded performance, since the i7 8550U goes up to 4 GHz when using only one core, but if you use 4 cores and 8 threads, it limits itself at 2 GHz due to being a low-voltage processor. The fan can be a bit noisy when pushing all 4 cores. It is possible to upgrade since a lot of the components are not soldered in, like the next generation. For example, you can upgrade both RAM sticks, and in the T490, one of the sticks is soldered in. The build quality is astonishing, and nothing feels as good to handle as a ThinkPad. I can chuck it in my backpack and never be afraid that something will break. The dual battery system makes sure that you have juice for an entire day of work. Using Windows, which has better battery management than Linux distros, even with CLP, I can get 10 hours of work with Wi-Fi and doing some coding if I don't limit the battery charge to 80%. In case I limit the battery charge to 80%, I only get 8 hours. And I do this because you shouldn't usually leave your battery stored with 100% of their capacity. This is an absolute improvement over the X230, which lasted me for about 3 hours max due to a tired battery. It has been used a lot, and the fact that it did not have a low voltage processor. I'm going to do some benchmarks, mostly Cinebench R20, but this is not the main usage of the computer in my case. I use it mostly for coding, which is single-threaded, and that's where this processor shines, because it can boost the clocks up to 4 GHz. In the case of the Cinebench R20 that you are seeing, it can only go up to 2 GHz, and that's why its performance suffers a bit. If you want to know anything else about the T480 or the X230, which is also a great machine, especially you can buy one now with 8 gigs of RAM for around 100 to 150 euros, please let me know, and I'll be happy to answer. And if you want me to review anything that I can help with, let me know, and I'll try to do so, because we all have more free time right now. So, see you in the next video, guys.